Honestly, never thought I'd see what we've just seen tonight. Like when I'm watching CM Punk make his entrance in the United Center with 15 odd thousand people going off their head, and he's like Punk's like crying during the entrance, and it's this emotional moment. Like I couldn't believe what I was seeing, and like watching that. I mean, I put it in the community post there. I put it on Twitter. Like watching that made me feel eight again, which I think one of the things with wrestling is that a lot of people, when they start watching it, that's like the best time because there's a lot of that, like, oh my god, this is, either legit or this is like, the best thing. And then as you go on, you become a bit more cynical, the behind the scenes stuff, you get, swayed by fan bases, blah, 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 what have you. And that stuff kind of makes you a more cynical fan, but just sheerly watching that, staying off social media, spending 15 to 20 minutes watching CM Punk open AEW Rampage episode 2 from the United Center. He makes his entrance, comes out to Cult of Personality. He does his big, it's clobbering time. He's like, let's effing go. He's, all hyped. The crowd's like crying. They show people bawling their eyes out in the crowd. I shed a couple of tears watching it because this is Phil Brooks. Like, this is the guy I grew up idolizing, for better sense. From the moment I started watching wrestling in, I believe, end of August 2011 as an 8-year-old, seeing CM Punk reading a text message from Kevin Nash from his sister about Kevin Nash, to the moment he left in 2014, Punk was my favorite. And contrary to the fact I've made a couple of, I guess, cynical retroactive videos showing the numbers of his drawing power and whatnot, that's all kind of obsolete. The fact that we're seeing him come out and seeing him in front of 15,000 people where he belongs. Okay, CM Punk isn't a UFC fighter. CM Punk, he can try to be a movie star, he's not. CM Punk can try to be a comic artist, he's not that. What Punk is a pro wrestler. And that's what he's going to be putting on show for AEW. So I can't wait to see it. AEW well and truly has my and a lot of people's attention now. No pun intended to his theme song. It's going to be awesome. Like, the thing with AEW, like, they have a good roster there, obviously, but they've, for a long time, lacked someone that's truly drawn me in. Like, for the first year or so, Jericho was that, and then he became not so much of that kind of guy. And really, they've got a bunch of good talent, but I've never been, like, fully sold. But seeing Punk there, for me at least, and I think a lot of people, it's going to overshadow a lot of the glaring holes with AEW, and Punk being there is just generally going to be an awesome experience. So I can't wait to see what they do going forward with this. Punk's promo as well, just want to mention that. I mean, he sat down cross-legged, did a little, I guess, throwback tribute to the Pipe Bomb, in a sense, but his promo's from Summer of Punk in a way. He's talking about how 15 years ago, or 16 years ago, when he left Ring of Honor, he left pro wrestling. So, your little digs at WWE, he talked about his own mental health and his physical health. And now if he stayed in one place, he would have just gone absolutely off the rails. And he apologizes for, causing all this causing 7 years of Punk chants to hijack shows. But yeah, just awesome stuff. So yeah, this is just my, honest live, initial thoughts. It's going to be awesome. I'm super excited. I'm so happy he's back. I genuinely never thought we'd ever see it. I thought Punk would be one of these guys. He's like a Steve Austin, just never wrestles again, but it's here. So it's awesome. So yeah, awesome. Have a great rest of your day. Enjoy, I guess, SummerSlam weekend, all that kind of good stuff. And yeah, too easy. So sick. So sick.